Murloc Shaman. Very, very good deck. This is a tier 2 deck. I'm playing a tier 4 deck. Let's see how this matchup goes. It's one card, probably like an underbelly. One of the things I always get commented on when I make YouTube videos is that I'm always super, super over the top with my clicking. I agree. So I'm going to try my best to not click super hard today. Only like kind of hard. I could use the Curse Blade right away. Not going to coin the upgrade. It could be a little bit better to play Frothing potentially, or just save the coin upgrade. Doesn't really matter if I do it now, so I'm just going to hold off on that. Might also make him feel a little more comfortable just developing a 2-3 here, and then we use the upgrade and completely ruin his hopes and dreams and prove that this is a favored matchup. Look at that! Wow, check this out. Look at this. It's like I take my weapon and then I upgrade it, then I coin a 2-drop, and holy, I'm magically winning. Insane. I also have no clue why I didn't hold the Murloc Tiny Fin to utilize with the Rock Pool on turn 2, and neither of those cards were drawn on turn 2. They were both in his hand on turn 1. Seems like a little bit of a suspect play there, but what can you do? Sludge Slurper gets a Lackey. Some of the Lackeys are pretty good. You get Rush here and trade into the 5-3. No Rush. Gets a Nether Spite Historian instead. This is a little bit of a peculiar situation. Generally, I like to develop the Frothing, but I think actually going for the Captain here makes a little bit more sense. So we're going to go for the Captain. And I think we're just going to trade up on board here. We're going to take this 4 here and then just trade. Basically, the only thing you do to get back in this game is play Devolve and hope that I get bad minions. That's the only way that you can potentially get back in this one. Otherwise, my board just snowballs so hard that it doesn't matter if he builds a board with a bunch of 1/1s on turn 4. Yeah. Tier 4 deck beats Tier 2 deck! Wow! Crazy! Oh. Trust me, I've ran the numbers. Okay, these guys usually play like the quest tempo deck. Sometimes they drop the quest and just play like for straight up tempo. He's also in Coinamon play, but I have like the 1 into the 2. It's honestly just whether or not we want to keep DB. In general, I think this is a really strong card, but I think having a 3 is like really, really important. If I was on Coin, I'd probably just send it and keep the DB, but it's one of those. Just because they have the tempo swing on like turn 4 instead of turn 5, which is actually a really big deal. If I didn't draw the DB, I probably wouldn't have swung on turn 1. Because the weapon swings are actually kind of relevant. Am I open cupping today? Yeah, I went 0-1-1 already today, so I'm playing another one later on. And by later on, I mean in like 20 minutes. I don't think I've actually recorded without music or tried to do anything for YouTube in the past 2 days, because I've just been grinding ladder while in queues. So for a little update for you guys on YouTube, I've been playing ladder with Pirate Warrior and dunking on kids while waiting for open cups, and that's where we're at right now. Let's just heroic, then play the first mates. We have a Leroy hand, right? Leroy DB. So this just in hand is already 14, so we want to just push as much as we can. It'll be like turn 6, turn 7 lethal in most cases. DB's second swing usually doesn't work because they just play Freezing Potion or Frostbolt in your face, and then you're kind of fucked, but it's okay. Thank you, Meowth. Thank you. Corkguard's a super sick draw. Same with the Cultist. Maybe coin thing. I probably do just still play DB over the Corkguard. I think that makes more sense in the case that he doesn't have a Freezing Potion. So deck, let's check my Twitter, man. Pirate Warrior doesn't change very much, just double breaker, 1 blade. It's 3 damage regardless. Next turn's where he goes for his tempo swing. So I don't think playing for board really makes too much sense. It might seem silly, but turn 4 they go like Wanker, Coin, Apprentice, and then just 1-mana spells. But if we're talking about that too, it doesn't really make too much sense for him to play Mana Trick if that's like his game plan, because Mana Trick's free with Apprentice. So maybe it's just like Wanker or Cyclone, but he should play one of them. Okay, so he's not playing Wanker, he would have done it in the other order. It's a really fast pick. Glyph, okay, Glyph is good. So it's probably going to be a Cyclone turn. So that's the project, draws 2. Where's the Cyclone? Yeah. Frost, so he freezes 2. So that's 5. 5 plus 6 is not quite lethal. It's fairly close, though, but not quite there. Coin, Cyclone, okay. They can ping the last 1-1. Freezing push in my face. And that's already the quest done. Kind of dank, to be honest. We actually probably get rid of the DB charge if we can. Trade the Apprentice. Actually, sorry, we can't do that because we can't swing, so it's not relevant. This quest on. We do want this to be dead because it's like one of the easiest ways for him to win is just to have the Apprentice up. So we probably just want to go Raider to test for like explosive and stuff, then play the Captain after. And trade in. If it's dupe, it kind of sucks, but it's like a little bit slow at the same time. Could also just be like block, and then he could just play Giants, play the quest, and then win the game. If he does that, I don't really have anything to do, like, or anything to say, really. It's just what happens sometimes. Should be barrier block, though, almost every time. I don't really see a reason to waste 2 mana playing something that isn't barrier block, though. Okay, it's not a very good use of 2 mana when he has 10 cards in his hand, but I dig it. Should clear off the 6/2 as well. Freezy card, cannon. That's fine. No big deal. No big dealio. Double 3s are like okay. A lot of the plays here are really, really awkward. I feel like putting him at 2 is just a good play because then I can just go cannon plus Corsair. Or Cultist, sorry. But then I don't have to show the second DB. It could also be the case that it's just the barrier, right? Because barriers... I don't want to say it's better than block, but it's almost better than block here. Because then I have so much more damage that I have to deal. And if it's barrier, then I would want to go for a slower line. With the frothing, the problem is like the frothing line's just not good right now. It's like the big issue that we have. Pretty sure I'm just supposed to do this and say it's going to be the block. Okay, it is block. Cool. Could be like counterspell too, right? Bender. It's not guaranteed, but it's most likely going to be block. So Korkron or the Cultist stuff to win with. He also has quests, so if he needs to YOLO draw, he can YOLO draw. He needs to use 2 mana to ping, but if he's going for the quest, it doesn't matter. Okay, let's ping so he's not questing. Looks like the game's kind of done, but it really isn't, just because he has quests. And you can do a lot of dumb stuff with that. He's got to use his turn to like play a couple cards to draw into Giants, so next turn he can win with a quest. That's basically it. If he has like an Echo as a random card, Echo Medivh, then he can Echo both the Giants that he plays and then have 32 on board. I have an Armored up out of range of that, so I do lose. Fairly tragic. Bolts, okay, cool. Think we're just gonna go for the Cultist line where we do this and we armor up. Okay, so that's the block. If he plays minions, this doesn't always hit his face, whereas Korkron always can. But it's also better to play 2 minions in the case that he plays Mirror Image, so I can trade in the Mirror Image and play Korkron and go face and win the game. Just like small stuff to think about. Okay, so he tries to pop off now. He needs to play a Giant. Or 2. If he plays 2, I'm kind of fucked. Okay. Luna. I feel like Luna's not the best use of 3 mana. That was a fast pick, probably a secret. AI, okay. They need to discover the spells because I don't think they main deck ice blocks. You just don't have room. This deck requires too many cheap spells that are going to help you pop off, so he's going to need to get another random card that does something. Okay. Something. Definitely is something. Wanker and then freeze all 3 targets most likely. Lance there. He needs to freeze my face too though, that's kind of weird. Okay, images. Evocation. The double deckhand's nutty, huh? GG. Super, super nutty double deckhand. Trade, and doink him in the head. Cool. Yeah, so that was the images we were talking about with the cannon play. You would have to trade into it, or bad stuff would happen. Cool, GG. 11, I like it.